All right, everyone, here we go. First round of the TV Throwdown singles tournament. And my opponent is not just anybody, but it is the king. It is one half of the new TV Throwdown Teams champions, Kaleb Koho. And just by reputation alone, I know this match is going to be a challenge, but that doesn't mean I'm going to back down. I am going to give him my all, especially since I am the higher seed. So let's go. I am battle ready.
I like your gumption, kid, but I'm a fucking belt. I don't know how I'm the 14th seed. But oh well. It's probably because I lost to Brooklyn, who's a fucking chump, on Sherlock or whatever the fuck it was, or whatever Canadian show this man watches on repeat in the kitchen of whatever fry chef business he runs, selling lobster crabs to middle-class Canadians. I don't know where I was going with that. But look, end of the day, I'm here. I got a belt. I'm going to play in singles and show that I'm just as good as my teammate. We're going to make it me and Boatman in the finals of this thing probably. And that way it shows that as a team, we're unbeatable. And in singles, the only people who can beat us are each other. So, like I said, I like your spunk, kid, but I got a belt.
Folks, we're back. It is the first match of the singles tournament. We are finally past all the title matches, all that fun stuff, getting into the singles tournament to finish us out for the year. That will lead us all the way to our December little special thing we have planned for TV. 3 matches, 1 event. Interesting take. But let's get started with the tournament. All of these seeds are very interesting for how we set it up. Of course, you'll see me and Joe's tournament video before this goes up. And we both have some interesting takes in this. It's going to be interesting to see who advances with this one, with the number 4 seed Brandon, and of course Kaleb Koho with the 13th seed. So let's just get into it. We'll see how it is. I'm doing the hosting just all by myself for this one because we're shooting early for fun facts for behind the scenes. But let's bring him in first. Our 4th seed. He is battle ready. Brandon Rutledge. Brandon, as a friend of Brooklyn Vale, do you take offense with Kaleb Koho calling him a third-rate chef?
In terms of the specific insult, third-rate chef, kind of, but then again, Brooklyn Vale chooses shows like Big Mouth, so it's kind of hard to,
Okay, fair point for that. But let's bring in your opponent. By no means of a short reputation, he is the 13th seed, Kaleb Koho. Kaleb, the King Koho,
Quit ducking me, Brooklyn.
TV champions.
Quit ducking me. I need the 3-peat. I need it again. Let's run it back.
Didn't he already beat you 2 times in a row?
It doesn't matter. Let's go again. Run it back.
Well, we'll see what happens. But this is a 3-round matchup. Rules for each round will be explained beforehand. We'll get into it with rules for round number 1, which is very simple. 8 questions from our 6 predetermined shows and 2 random shows that our writers has added in there for fun. Each question will be worth 1 point. You get it right, you get a point. You don't get it wrong, you don't lose anything. We all just laugh. But you have your 3 repeats, your 1 challenge rules. You guys know how this works. Are you guys ready to go?
It's fun.
Battle ready.
All right, let's start it off with our first show. I can't even take this seriously. Bluey for our first show. Your question: Bluey was created by whom? Flashbacks of Aaron Sellers and his matches with his kid shows, but we'll go
JTH with My Little Pony. Friendship is magic. I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
It's down, Koho.
Joe Brum.
And Brandon.
I misspelled it. I said Joe Grum.
Yes, with that, Kaleb does take a 1-point lead. It is Joe Brum. As we go into our next show, The West Wing. Your question. Name both VPs through Bartlett's 2 terms of presidency. Too bad our current presidents couldn't change VPs midway through. Be some interesting matchups, but we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Brandon.
I only got one of them. I said Russell and Lyman.
And Koho.
Bingo Bob Russell and John Hoynes.
That is correct. Koho does get another point added on. We go to our third show, which comes in Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Your question. The show takes place in what fictional town? I have a feeling Kaleb Koho is going to write down a Power Rangers fictional town just to put something.
You know what?
But
You're not wrong.
5, 4,
You're not
3,
wrong.
2, 1. Pens down. I'm guessing Daggerwood. But we'll go Kaleb Koho.
I guess New Salem.
And battle ready.
I believe it's Peach Creek.
That would be correct. It is Peach Creek. Able to get back into there. We go to our fourth show. The People versus O.J. Simpson. Because, God forbid, we can't let that subject rest. Your question. How many years after the L.A. riots are Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman found dead? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brandon.
2 years.
And Koho.
I got it wrong. I said 5 years.
It is 2 years. Tie ball game. We go into our next show, which is one of our 2 thrown in there shows, How I Met Your Mother.
At least the show I heard of this time.
Good question. How I Met Your Mother ran for how many seasons? Oh, I just had a message. Brooklyn Vale sends his regards. You punk ass bitch, I will beat you a third time.
Let's go, Brooklyn. I'll fight you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Kaleb.
I said 8 seasons.
And Brandon.
I believe it's 9.
You would be correct. It is 9 seasons.
Damn it. It's kind of one.
Brooklyn Vale is 3-0 against Kaleb Koho now. But we go into our next show, which is our other random show to get it out of the way, Coming in Friends. And your question in Friends, what is the name of Phoebe's twin sister in the series?
Fuck! I know this too!
4.
Repeat the question.
Kaleb Koho's first repeat. In Friends, what is the name of Phoebe's twin sister in the series?
There we go. There we go. I got it right on one. This is the time to write it.
We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Kaleb Koho.
Ursula.
And Brandon.
I don't know. I said Jean.
It is Ursula.
Friends is good, guys. Friends is a good show.
Couldn't get into it.
It's okay, but it's competent. Let's go with that.
Bowman says it's trash, so I
It's not trash. It's a competent, fun show if you like that taste of humor.
Okay.
You're listening to Kaleb Boatman. Kaleb Boatman likes the Andy Griffith Show black and white version from the 1950s.
This is true. He thinks TV ended in 1960.
No, he probably thinks TV ended probably in 1935. All right, let's go to your penultimate question. Back to our strengths. WMAC Masters. Your question. WMAC stands for what?
Oh, shit.
There's not an O and an S in there, so I don't know if I can take oh shit, but we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Brandon.
World Martial Arts Council.
And Koho.
Nope.
All right, with that, Brandon does take a 1-point lead with one question left. Coming in our last strength of Doctor Who. What year did the 6th series of Doctor Who air? I always find it how British shows always call their series instead of seasons. But
I'm either right or Brooklyn's going to miss a sandwich.
We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Koho.
2011.
And Brandon.
2011.
Both are correct, both landing points. So with that, at the end of round 1, we are at 5-4, a 1-point game. Brandon in the lead as we go to round number 2, which is one of our 2 wheel rounds. How that works is I will bring up a magical wheel that both players will hate because everyone hates wheel-to-side wheels for some reason. But we will spin the wheel. Whoever is ahead will choose to go first or defer. For all of our strength shows are on there, plus players and opponent's choice. Each show has 4 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can't go to multiple choice to opt it down to 1 point, and there is stealing. So if you miss it, your opponent can pounce on those points you leave on the table. With that, Brandon, you are ahead by 1 point. You can decide to go first or defer.
I'll defer.
All right, Caleb, your first spin is away. Hands on Bluey.
Run it back.
Doctor
Great.
Who.
Love it. All right.
All right, with that, going with Doctor Who. Caleb, are you ready for your Doctor Who questions?
Yes, sir.
All right, your first question. In the episode The Hungry Earth, what year do the Doctor, Amy, and Rory arrive in Wales?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, 2040, B, 2050, C, 2030, or D, 2020.
Okay, the options again.
Yes, your options are A, 2040, B, 2050, C, 2030, or D, 2020.
2020.
That is correct for 1 point. Your second question. Why does Melody have Time Lord DNA in her?
Trying to think of like the exact wording that you would be looking for.
You do have multiple choice if you need it.
Okay.
5, 4.
I'll go multiple choice to be safe.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Amy slept with the Doctor, B, Rory has a small part of it in him, C, she was conceived in the TARDIS, or D, the Doctor put it in her.
I was going to say she was conceived in the TARDIS and I didn't shoot for 2, but yeah, C.
That is correct. 1 more point.
Shot that for 2.
Your third question. In the episode God Complex, who was the alien alongside the 3 humans at the hotel that the gang meet?
You looking for like a name or a race?
His name.
Okay, multiple choice.
Your options are A, Rita, B, Howie, C, Joe, or D, Gibbous.
Gibbous.
Correct for 1 more point. Your last question. What was Reg, Mage's husband's job during the Second World War?
Are you talking about in? I'm assuming this is the Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. I'm gonna assume. I hope that's what we're talking about. I'm pretty sure that's the Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. Fighter pilot.
That is correct. 2 big points. Getting himself 5 points, bringing himself to 9. But Brandon still has his turn at the wheel. Back at the wheel, Brandon, you are ready, or your turn for the wheel is here. Let's spin it for your first spin to see what you get.
Oh, well,
Player's choice.
Let's go with WMAC Masters.
All right. WMAC Masters. Brandon, your first question in WMAC Masters. Who was the first Dragon Star champion?
Turbo.
Correct for 2 points. What was Baby Doll's finishing move called?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, 720-degree spin kick, B, slingshot kick, C, spinning hook back kick, or D, windmill kick.
Can I get the options one more time?
Your options are A, 720-degree spin kick, B, slingshot kick, C, spinning hook back kick, or D, windmill kick.
I'll go with B.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question. In the episode Blindsides, who do we find out is blind in one eye?
Yin Yang Man.
Correct for 2 points. Your final question. What was the first episode of the series WMAC Masters entitled?
Meet the Masters.
2 points. Good job.
I'm usually terrible at episode title questions, but I somehow knew that one.
Well, with that, you're able to get 7 points, bringing you up to 12. So at that, we are at 9 to 12, I do believe.
Yep.
All right. With that, we go into round number 3, folks. Round number 3, of course, is our second wheel round. And how that works is I will bring up said wheel that just has our strength shows on it. No players or opponent's choice bullshit. But the opponent or the people can spin again if they don't like the first spin, but they're stuck with whatever they get the second time. How it works is whoever behind will go first. Like I said, if they don't like the first show, they can spin again. Each show has 2 sets of questions. The first set, which has a 1, 2, and 3 pointer. Second set, 2, 4, and 6 pointer. The second set is stealable if that is chosen. Being that it's a 3-point game, either set can work. So there's no, you have to go with this set. Either set can work for you. So with that, Kaleb, you are the one behind. You will go first. All right, Kaleb, your first spin is away.
I don't want your fucking bluey. Spin again.
Shades of Brandon
My
versus
son loves that
Shadow.
show thing very much.
Well, I'm fucked. All right, I'll take the 1, 2, and 3. Yeah,
I am so
this is a
sorry,
TKO.
Kaleb.
This is a TKO. All right.
Okay. I am so sorry, Kaleb.
Yeah.
You're taking a 1, 2, and 3, you said?
Yep.
All right, your first question. What is the name of the ultimate prize in WMAC Masters called?
I were to write a very cheaply produced martial arts show from the late 90s, what would I name my trophy? The Titty Twister. I don't give a fuck.
He said in the second round.
Oh, did he
Yes.
actually?
The
Oh,
Dragon Star. The Dragon Star.
I was not listening to you around. Yes.
Yes.
I just zoned out.
Fair. All right, your 2-point question. Who hosted this first season of WMAC Masters?
look at names for this too, and I'm gonna get it wrong.
5, 4.
Howie Mandel.
Brandon, would you like to give the correct answer? Or
Is the daughter of Bruce Lee, Shannon Lee.
that is the correct answer, yes. All right, Caleb, if you hit this third point, you tie it up, forcing Brandon to get asked a question.
Awesome.
Your 3-point question. What was the discipline or fighting style of the Yin Yang Man?
Gemini. Be a good
And your winner, Battle Ready Brandon Rutledge. The correct answer, Wushu. Wushu. But with that, Brandon does go on to our second round. Valiant effort by Caleb, but the round 3 wheel just was like, no, fam, we're not doing that today. But with that, let's go to post-match interviews to get us out of here. All right, folks, we're back. Our winner, moving on to round number 2, Brandon Rutledge. Brandon, you've beaten the I don't know, the personality of the king. You've got past it to go on to round number 2, which you will face the winner of Thaddeus Smith or Michael Turner. So
Michael.
I know you have a history with Michael. You know him, but I mean, obviously, you probably want to face him more. But who do you feel is going to win that one? Coming out of that to end up facing you in round 2.
It's a really tough call because I know Thaddeus is arguably one of, if not the best in TV trivia, at least in this league. But I know Michael knows his stuff. We were for a long time in a faction together over combat wrestling trivia. But the man knows the guy's tried out for game shows before. So I mean, it's a tough call. I really don't want to say who, but whoever it is, I'm going to look forward to that match and continue to try to press forward in this bracket.
I mean, yes, you're in the second round. You just need another win to get you in the finals of your side on the right side of the bracket. Some other matches left in there for potential opponents to face. There's Jay Burns, Adelaide Spence, which you faced before, so you know how that went. There's Chance Brown, and of course on your side is myself. So interesting matchups. We could see you in the finals, getting there depending on who you face in round 2. So there's a lot of interesting for the finals of your side of the bracket to see who you get to go against. Are you nervous facing anyone in the finals of your side of the bracket, or is it just you're just ready for the next match to get going?
It's really hard to say because this league has some incredible competitors. Like I said, we talked about Thaddeus. I took on Chase Brown in my debut match. I've heard a lot about, I believe the name is Cameron Holzman. I believe it's a name I've been hearing a lot about as well. But I'm definitely ready to get to my next match, and I'm hoping to just keep moving forward and ultimately become #1 contender for the singles title.
Well, I wish you luck for that. We will see you in round 2 for your next match. So good luck with that. And we will now speak to our unfortunate runner-up in this one. I don't want to say loser because you both fought each other very close for round number 1 and 2. Round 3, the wheel was just like, no, I gave you a title already. Fuck you. But
It's true.
yeah.
I played okay. I did not play my best game. I could have took more time to look into his shows on a plot level. I just looked into them on a data level. I was waiting for network seasons creators. It paid off on Bluey in round 1. But I did not look into Womack Masters or Ed and Eddie at all outside of like the IMDb data. But
The quick
I
stuff you could find.
yeah, and my wheel usually goes in my favor. Honestly, if we had flipped in reverse, he would have gotten Bluey, and I would have gotten Doctor Who, and we probably would have done probably about the same as we did, unless he respins Bluey, which I doubt he does, and then get stuck with Doctor Who, and then I get players. No. But I just my luck ran out round 3 wheel today. That's all it was.
Yeah, I mean, you like
throughout
I said,
3 wheels said nah, not today, and that's all that you could do.
I mean, still for your round 1 and 2. I mean, round 1, 4 for 8. That's still very good.
Yeah,
and round 2, you cleared Doctor Who. So
right, I showed up and I played okay. It's not my best game. I think all my TV like superstardom has sort of been showing up in the teams league, and I don't know if I'm gonna have another match this year in singles, but if I do, I'll show up to it. But otherwise, I guess I'm riding this team's title out for the rest of the year.
Well, yes, you'll still have some team matches, of course. We'll have a number 1 competitors match to see who you and Kaleb will face out of Arrowverse champions, 2 chill dudes. So that ought to be an interesting number 1 contenders to see how well you guys do in the first defense.
Cool.
Hopefully, we don't have a repeat for the longest fucking time of no one able to defend except for one person who defends and then
we're keeping
is scared to face somebody and runs to Christian Harloff, but
we're keeping this one. We're no one's taking this one from us.
Well, I wish you the best of luck in that, and who knows, your name might get picked for the 6-man TV in the bank match for next year. So
awesome.
Who knows? But with that, we will see you next time. We'll throw it back up to the table and get us out of here. Close match in this one, guys. Very close. Very good first round matchup with Brandon and Kaleb. Brandon moving on to round number 2 to face either Zadius or Michael. Going to be interesting to follow Brandon throughout the tournament to see what strengths he uses, because he likes to change it up for each matchup, which is nice. So it's going to be interesting to see what he throws depending on who wins that next match. But with that, this was our very first match in round 1 to get us kicked off. Stay tuned for our other round 1 matchups. We have a lot of them to get through. So we'll see you next time for more TV Throwdown. Bye-bye.